Alright, so we finished modeling the robot. So now let's start preparing it for rigging. So the first thing we need to do is, I had started giving it names. So let's finish that process. And then we will have to set up points for generating the skeleton. Okay, so here, this part, these are the legs and this is the foot. So I'm just going to put this much in a network box and then put that in a network box. Yeah, and just, yeah, so this comes in here. This is the lower leg and that is the foot. Okay, so in order to start naming them, we don't need to name the shoulder because that just goes into the body. So we can just take this and give it a name here and we'll call this body. So all of this will sort of merge into one. Okay, so here we have to start naming this stuff. So we come all the way down to there, which is, this guy, and I'll give it a name. And this will be, hold on, let's just check where we are. Yeah, so this is the right side, if I am not wrong. Yeah, so that's the right and this is the left, which means if we come here, yeah, that's the right. So we will call it right underscore upper underscore leg. And then we mirror this. And in the mirror, I'll turn off keep original and then we will give it a name again. And this will be left underscore upper leg. And then we merge these two together. So this and that. And so that goes in here. And then we need to do the same thing here. So let's do one thing. Let's just copy this. As I can do like Control C, Control V. And we come down here. Let's drop this in. So this will be right lower leg. And this will be left lower leg. And same thing here. So this is right foot and this is left foot. Okay, so if we have done everything, the only things that, yeah, we had taken care of the eye, which should have names as well. So this is all fine. Here with the antenna, I need a group for the antenna itself because so everything else is like a mechanical rig. So we'll use like a packed rigid body capture, but the antenna is going to be bendy. Okay, so that needs to be separated out. So what I'll do is we'll come up to the antenna, which is it this guy? Let's just name this. Yeah, so this is the antenna. And what I want to do is we need to take, actually this has a name, so we should be able to separate it using that, which should be fine. We'll separate it using that because you can, so now we come down here where everything is merged and then we give it normals. And what we can do is I can take a blast and let's see, yeah, so all of our names are here. So antenna, body, eye, we have eyelid, and then we have the left upper leg, lower leg, foot, and the right upper leg, lower leg, and foot. And what we want to do is we want to get rid of the antenna. So actually let's do a split. So we'll take a split and we can split the antenna. We'll do delete, we'll do invert selection. Okay. And so now if I take a, or hold on, yeah, we won't. I'll just take a null here. So now if I take a pack node, so if I take a pack node here And what this can do is, if I set it to use the name attribute, this will automatically pack every named object into like as an individual object. So if I look at this, see, so it has turn off pack fragments. Yeah. So see, you have like 9 pieces of geometry. And if we look at it, we do split left, right, and we will view the geometry spreadsheet, and we come to primitive, and you'll have to promote that. So come to transfer attributes and promote the name. There you go. So we have, body eye. Can we visualize this? Let's see if we can visualize this. I don't think so. Yeah, you can't. Okay, fine. Doesn't matter. But there you go. So you have all your names here. This part is done. Now we need to start setting up the bones. So we need to start setting up all of the points. So where are we? Okay, so we have set up like 2 of these. So this is the head, and then this is the, we set this up. So this is the upper leg, and then, okay, so that's the upper leg point. This will be the lower leg. Okay, so I can just take, I can take a blast here, and I want to get rid of points 0. So that will be the, we'll take a null and we'll call it, let's rename this to something else. Yeah, so this is the upper leg point, and this will be the lower leg point. So we'll call it out, but that's where the rotation is going to happen for the lower leg. And then we need the foot. Okay, so come down here, and is that the foot joint? Yeah, okay. So this circle, the center of this circle is where the foot is going to rotate. So we already have that here. See, we have the center for this. So I can just take a null and I can plug that in, and I can call it out. So all of this is good. Now the only thing we need to do is I need to name these as well. So now when you're in Houdini, the advantage is that if you give the same name to your bones as your packed geometry, then when you're doing skinning, when you do like bone capture, it will automatically connect the names using attribute and just rig the whole thing for you, or just skin the whole thing for you. That doesn't work with Unreal. So the problem is that if your bones have the same name as your packed geometry, and if you do an export as FBX, it doesn't work. Like, it just destroys the whole thing. So your bones have to have a different name from your packed geometry. So that if there's a way around it, I don't know, but yeah, you can't do that. So if you're working in Houdini, it's fine. If you're going to export it out, the FBX causes problems. Okay, so we'll take a name over here, like before we do the out. And so this will be, we'll set this to point, and this is right foot bone. And then let's copy this itself. So like Control-C, Control-V, and bring this up. Except that this will change to points instead of primitive. Yeah, so let's delete that, and I can just drop this in here. This will be point, and this will be right foot bone, and this will be point, and this will be left foot bone. Yeah, okay, perfect, this is good. So let's copy this, Control-C, Control-V. So Control-X, come up to, yeah, this guy, and Control-V. Yeah, so this will be right lower leg bone. Let's copy this. This will be left lower leg bone. So yeah, so this is a bit of work that you need to do. Let's color these to something so it's just easy to spot. I don't know what this tube is for. Maybe I used it somewhere. Let it be. I should have named that, but I've completely forgotten what that was for. Okay, so I'll just paste this again. And this is the upper leg. So again, let's just take this. I am going to color this. And so this will be right upper leg bone. And this is the left. And lastly, so this is done. Sorry, we need the foot as well. Sorry, we need the head point is fine. This is upper leg. Okay, I think we're done. Yeah, like let's just color this as well to green. Okay, I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, now we also need a couple of points we need something for the eye. Okay, we need like 2 points for the eye. We need the eye rotation and the eyelid rotation. And I couldn't exactly figure out how to do that. I'm not very good at rigging. So I did something a little different. Okay, so let's just come back to the eye. Where's the eye? Yeah, I think this is the eye. So what I did this is the eye. Yeah, I think we're visualizing the name. So transform, we make it small. We have these as groups, right? Yeah, so we have, let's just put this into groups. Or no, we can use the name to delete it. That's fine. Okay. So what I need to do is after we copy everything, so this is here and we come to the eyeball. So let's just take a blast here and want to keep the eye. Sorry, delete non-selected. Let's just put a sphere on this, because if I try to find the center of this, it might not exactly go into the center because this is like a little inward. So let's do SPH. Yeah, let's just put a sphere on this. Okay, so this is like exactly the size of this. And then we do the same thing. We do an add, generate a point, take a match size and plug this in. There you go. So this will be the rotation for the eyeball. Okay, so we'll just take a null here and this will be, give it a name. So name points, this is eyeball bone, and or actually just call it eye bone. Okay, whatever. And then let's just call this as out eye point. Okay. And then I need the, let's do Control C, Control V. I need the eyelid. And what I'm going to do with the eyelid is, I can't put another bone directly over there, like those will clash. So what I can do is I can put a bone here. Okay. And then like from the head, I can come down here and split it. So one line will go straight and the other one will go in like an L shape and come here. So I'm just going to take this to Control C, Control V, plug this in, but instead of center, this will be like in the Z axis, we make it max. So it will come there. Okay, so it is sort of like rotating over here. Let's do none and none. No, hold on. So yeah, let's do one more thing. Let's take the eyeball. Sorry, let's take this. And where was it rotating? Yeah, make it 0. Yeah. And then we want it here. So we take the match size and even in the y-axis, we make it minimum. There you go. So that's where it's going to rotate from. And do Control C, Control V. And plug this in. This will be the eyelid bone and this will be eyelid point. And even this, I just want to change the name to eyelid. Yeah, top eyelid doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Okay, so this is done. Let's just color these green. So we have all of our points set up. Now we need to merge everything together and make it into, oh sorry, I forgot one thing. Okay, so the eye is done. The last thing we need to do is we need to have points for the antenna. That's where we have the antenna. And we're going to use the line for bones, so this line that we have, yeah, it has 10 points. So we'll use this line itself as as bones. So what I can do is I can just take let's put this into a group and we'll call it antenna line, and I'll merge it into this. And then when we come here after the copy, I can take a blast and get rid of it. So just get rid of antenna line and do Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V and delete non-selected. So there you go. So you have this, and we need to give it names. So take a enumerate and we can give it some names. So just take this, set it to string. The attribute name is name, and this will be points, and you can visualize this. Okay, it's not, for some reason it usually shows me names, but I don't know how to take care of that. Okay, so let's do split left and right, or actually no, we already have. Yeah, so there you go. So if I take this guy and come into points, and you will have like piece. Let's change this to antenna. Let's just call it antenna. Okay, so, or let's call it antenna bone. So we have, so all of this just becomes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have the bones in there. And then I can just take this, plug it in there, and we can call it out antenna bones. Okay. And now let's start to combine all of these together. Okay, so let's just take like an object merge, and we'll just bring these guys out one by one. So this is the antenna points, and I'll pick these up once we're done. This is the eye point. This is the eyelid point. Let's move them out here somewhere. Let's move it to this side. This also comes in here. Okay, where is the head? Yeah, that's the head. So take an object merge, and yeah, this is the head point. These are the upper leg points. And these are the lower leg points. And lastly, we need the foot points. Yeah, so we have one more guy. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's just save this file. I'll do a save as. And if I just look at it in a fairly basic manner, so I have the head, I have the upper leg, the lower leg, and the foot. And if we merge them together, so the order is important. Right now I'm just doing it randomly, but if I take a look at this, see, so what we have is, hold on, this is fine. Oh, hold on. I picked up something from the wrong place. Okay, why are there two of these? Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so I realized something. I made a mistake here. Like this should be above because it was sort of being picked up by an object merge. So it should be like here. Okay, so let's just remove this, add it back over there because it was causing a screw up, at a lower point. Like it was causing a screw up with this. Like this object merge was picking that up. So that's why it suddenly, everything just got screwed up. Let's put in another null here. Let's just call this out upper leg points. And I'm going to have to rename something here. Yeah, this should be points. Okay. And hopefully this should be fine now. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So what we have is, you can see, like, that's the head. And then, yeah, so that's the head. And then you have like this going in and this coming down over here. Can we visualize the names, please? What is going on here? So they all have names, but usually it shows it in the viewport. Except for, oh, okay, hold on. The head, I forgot to give it a name. So let's give it a name. It was showing a mismatch of attributes. I forgot to give this thing a name. Yeah, so give it a name here. And let's call it points, head, bone. Okay. Yeah, so this is good. And then if I bring these guys, then we can also merge these together. So we have this, and the antenna. So if you look at everything, see, there you go. Okay, so we have, yeah, so we have the head, and then this is the eye, and this is the eyelid, and that's the antenna. Hold on, I think I screwed up with the eyelid, because the eyelid should be right next to the eye point. The eye is there, which is fine. Let's look at our final result just once. I hope I haven't screwed up too much. Yeah, this is fine. Like, let me just press W. Okay, this is fine. Where are my points? Yeah, something got screwed up somewhere. Yeah, this is a long navigation. Yeah, everything else is fine. The eyelid bone is screwed up. Hold on. Let's go back and let's take a look at the eyelid bone. Where are you? Why did you screw up? Okay, hold on. So this is the eye. This is fine. This is the... Oh, sorry. I changed the name to eyelid. There you go. Yeah, I changed the name from top eyelid to eyelid, and that screwed it up. Okay, there we go. Now it's fine. So there you go. So this is everything that we have. So in the next lesson, we will build this up into a proper skeleton, and then we'll also capture the geometry. So that will take care of all the stuff we need to do in Houdini, except for the unwrapping stuff. Okay, so that we'll do in the next video.